And I hope government is listening, and these MPs. You are not going to make stupid laws and think the people of Kenya will accept them. Those days are behind us. Those days are
behind us.
The people of this country will not accept laws that will take them back 20 years. They will not. You are wasting your time. The world has changed. Why are they not seeing what's going on in the world? The world has changed. That's why I'm so confident, even when it comes to election, that nobody will steal the 2027 election. They will win it, not steal it, because the world has changed.
Great to see you. Hello there and welcome to Herman Manyora's YouTube channel this particular new week. I'm so glad that you've joined us once again for this conversations to help in policy and politics here in the country. I'm here with Prof. Manyora. Great to see you. How are you doing today?
Good.
There's a bill in Parliament introduced by Aldai MP Marian Katani, the Kenya Information and Communication Amendment Bill 2025, which seeks to have ISPs, internet service producers such as Safaricom, Starlink, Zuku, to come up with unique meter numbers, for internet provision. And among proposals in this bill is to come up with a law that seeks these companies to monitor customer usage and convert it into readable details. Now, this particular clause is what Kenyans are talking about. If you look at what is happening, do you think it is high time government actually considers doing this when you look at the wake of social media activism?
I'm not competent. One would need to have sufficient information. What is the rest of the world doing? For example, look, you can see this case of this Ugandan activist. She's in trouble. In Europe, data laws are very strict to protect individuals. So the general principle here then would be, whatever laws we are bringing into place, is it to protect the interest of individuals, to guard their privacy, or is it for government at the expense of citizens? So that's the simple principle. If there is a law or a policy that is put in place to make citizens enjoy their privacy, that is the way to go. If on the other hand they are introducing a law to make government intrude into citizens' private affairs, then that will be wrong.
What are the benefits, even before we look at the disadvantages of this, what are the benefits of government having information of your usage as a citizen, how you're using internet?
Depends on where the world is going. What are the best, what's the best practice elsewhere in the world? So I don't want to pretend that I have the information. I can make serious observations on a topic like this. Because even for security purposes, take a country like Ethiopia. The moment you enter Ethiopia, your details are known. You enter a country like Dubai, and the country knows, the government knows you have entered. And when you leave, they know you have left. And even when you are staying there, they give you a line. So you are kind of monitored. So there's a need for balance. Some things, if things are for security, then I would support them. Because Kenya is a country you can classify as a free for all. Any idiot from anywhere can come in this country and have a field day, do whatever they want. You saw those people who are harvesting our eyes.
Yes.
Where would you do that in another country? You see child pornography.
Yes.
You see, in this country, pedophiles coming from all over the world to abuse our children. So there's need for some kind of regulation and control. But if this is for political reasons...
And that's my next question.
No, that one...
Can it help in any way when it comes to politics? You see, so that we can know who is making Ruto with 1,000 chapatis?
No. That one we don't support. Another one we don't support is for KRA. We don't support. KRA should not be lazy and purport to be experts who can only rely on this spying of people, how they are spending their money. No. We want freedom to spend our money, some of it quietly. Yes. Why do they want to know why I'm my money on M-Pesa and what have you? For KRA, no. For politics, no. But for national security, privacy for citizens, protections for our children, yes. That we support. So that's the general direction I think as a country should take.
Talk to me about social media activism.
Yes.
Has it gone too far? Because this is also a conversation we are hearing. You can't do this in China, you can't do this in Russia, in America you'll be caught. But here in Kenya, people are having a field day. Do you think there is that thinking?
I think that is a big lie. Creativity, we have not even started. This creativity, AI-generated things, we have not even started. Those who are complaining should brace themselves for things to come. They ain't seen nothing yet, as Americans will tell you. Bado. Hii ni mwanzo tu, vijana ndio wanajifunza AI. Kuwekwa tu kwa kaburi peke yake, kwa jeneza. Hiyo hakuna, hawajawekwa, watafanyiwa vitu. Wataonyeshwa vitu bado.
How should government contain this? Let's look at the politics side.
I think let me explain that first.
Yes.
In the developed world, it's about your freedoms and other people's freedoms and privacy. You get it?
Yeah.
You have own freedom of expression and other people's rights, especially right to privacy, to protection of their privacy, their data. They are very hard on people who violate this data law. Because if you parade anybody, like this Ugandan lady, you think you are helping somebody, and you parade them on the internet, you have violated the law. Yes, you can now ask the other question.
I'm talking about now government dealing with these AI-generated images, with these conversations that are happening online. This is not the first time we actually heard of government that government wanted to secure some system to deal with propaganda and look at the data that Kenyans are using online. How should government deal with these conversations about
They should not
social
bother.
media?
Let our children explore. Let our children be creative. Let them say things about us. Let us learn to behave well. Now, bado. They have not even started. Guys will be exposed in this country. This creativity, you can't control it. What I'm saying is, there are things over which we must agree. Privacy of an individual. The right to privacy. The protection of children and the vulnerable. Okay? The enjoyment of the freedoms of expression using the internet and everything else. But we must also agree for security, certain measures can be taken. Let us also agree government will not curtail people's freedoms because of political reasons. Government will not and should not put laws in place to spy on its citizens for political reasons. And finally, KRA should find ways of raising revenue. Kuliko kufuatafata watu kwa internet, umetoa shilingi 2,000 wapi, sijui nini. Hapana. They should be more creative. If they can't think, they invite us, we shall think for them. That's small free.
How should government now handle this trust deficit that we have in this country, where even a law, we don't even know what they want to actually look into, but even getting meter numbers for our routers, it's becoming a big thing, headlines on newspapers.
Yeah.
How should government deal with this?
And look here, we need to have a big conversation. I doubt that a bill of this magnitude, whose implication you can see people already talking about, can come from some MP in Aldai, where I come from. No, it can't. A bill of this nature should be a government bill, not a private member's bill. It should be a government bill, well thought out. So I would advise government to take over this bill from Marianne Kaitani of Aldai. Make it a government bill. Take it through a lot of conversation with the Kenyan people. Let us find out, what do people in Germany do? Ask yourself, if you took a bill like this to Australian Parliament, what would be the reaction? If this bill found itself in Congress in America, would people just laugh and throw it away? Or will they say, wait a minute, there's something we can learn from this? This is not something you can implement in a hurry. Yeah, that's
So
what I'm saying.
for trust deficit, this is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
because
it cannot come through the back door like that. I'm not doubting the competence of that MP. No, I don't even know her well, although she's my neighbor. But what I'm saying, it cannot come from the kitchen like that. Yeah.
So how would you want it to be introduced to the citizenry?
As a government bill, that way they need to go through cabinet. By the time something goes through cabinet, there is a lot of discussion around it.
Okay.
And then there is public participation. Okay? Before the normal public participation that the parliament accords citizens in processing a bill. In other words, I'm talking about a national conversation. Government has the resources to set up teams of people. They can set up a teams of experts to look at what is happening in Western Europe, Eastern Europe, China, America, South Africa, Egypt. After 3 months, these teams can now meet and say, okay, what we have found about, okay, this way we are going in the wrong direction. These other countries started this, midway they discovered it wasn't going to work. These others actually put it in place. After 6 months, the law was repealed because of this and this. In other words, some heavy duty thinking, not from Marian.
What if government is expecting backlash if it comes from them?
Yeah.
That's why they're using the UDA MP. Could that also be a reason?
Then that's all the more reason why we should kick it out of the... Let me tell you this. And I hope government is listening, and these MPs. You are not going to make stupid laws and think the people of Kenya will accept them. Those days are behind us. Those days are...
Behind us.
The people of this country will not accept laws that will take them back 20 years. They will not. You are wasting your time. The world has changed. Why are they not seeing what's going on in the world? The world has changed. That's why I'm so confident, even when it comes to election, that nobody will steal the 2027 election. They will win it, not steal it, because the world has changed. Yeah. So if you come up with a law that is, people can see, read through what you want. Like KRA, you are lazy enough, you don't know how to raise revenue.
You have an issue with
you
KRA. You have an issue with KRA.
Yeah, you are scaring people. I go somewhere where I normally pay using till. Watu wamesema hapana, leta your cash. Leta your pesa. Ama namna gani? People, this till, why can they do a survey with Safaricom? Usage of till numbers has gone down. Na bado. People run away from electronic payment. Ambia nipe kitu yangu bwana. Hesabu weka hapa.
And KRA will not collect anything.
Yeah. So thinking equally, let government not think in the 21st century, in the year 2025, the year of our Lord, that you can come up with laws to curtail people's freedoms. That what you consider activism is scaring you. The government will not succeed.
Thanks for tuning into that conversation. What is your thinking about these metered bills? Have yourself a lovely rest of your day.